Hello, hello, hello. Welcome on in. All right, y'all. I am streaming live on YouTube and Facebook. So welcome on in, y'all. I hope everyone is having a fabulous Wednesday. Awesome. So give some people some time to come on in. But I know, like, if you're out there in Chicago, God bless y'all, because I know I'm cold out here in Atlanta, and it's probably only like 32 degrees. But out there in Chicago, I saw it feels like it's negative 47 degrees. So, shout out to everyone out there embracing the cold. Please stay warm. So, if you are tuning in for the first time, my name is Ashley King, aka the Get It Done Queen. I am an author that promotes people putting God first in their life, business, and relationship, as well as a consultant that helps people of faith tell their story by writing a book and maximizing their reach through speaking and events. And so tonight's live, I'm going to be talking about 3 misconceptions that first-time authors have that keep them from publishing their first book. And this is, a lot of times I come across these questions that first-time authors have because they're not quite sure of the process, or they don't fully understand every aspect of it. Hey, Steve, welcome on in. So they don't fully understand the aspect of it. So I'm going to be talking about 3 misconceptions that a lot of first-time authors have. Number 1 is that I'm afraid that someone would steal my idea. Can I copyright my idea? You cannot copyright your idea. In order to copyright something, it has to be tangible. So you have to copyright the content of the book. So the physical words inside of your book, that is what you can copyright, but you cannot copyright the idea of your book, nor can you copyright the title. Now, if you feel like your title is just thebomb.com, it's very unique, no one will ever have it or could ever thought about it, then you can trademark your title. But titles of books and movies are too short to be copywritten, but they can be trademarked. So that is something that you can look to. Go to the trademark website, I think it's US, well, for copyright, us.copyright.gov. And I think the same maybe for trademark, but definitely, you cannot copyright your idea. I come across authors like, I don't want to tell my idea to you or others because I don't want anyone to steal it. But I feel like, everyone steal ideas and build upon them. I want to say steal, it's such a harsh word, but ideas are just ideas. And so the way you tell a book and the way you write it, your tone, your delivery is what is going to set your book apart from other people. Like, there are so many books about, business, entrepreneurship, self-esteem, self-worth, whatever it is, science fiction, horror. There are so many books out there, but it's how you deliver it, how you talk about your characters, how you bring them alive. Your writing, your uniqueness that you bring to the story is what's going to make it different. So it doesn't matter if someone's writing the exact same book about, divorce or self-worth. It's how you write it, your delivery, what sets it apart. And then the finished result, the tangible content of that book is what you copyright. Okay? So you can't copyright the idea. You can't copyright the title. You copyright the content, the finished result that's within inside the book. And you can trademark, you can trademark the title of the book if you feel like it is thebomb.com and you don't want anyone to steal it. Welcome in, David. Thanks for joining. So once again, you cannot copyright the idea, but you can trademark the book title. Next, I am not a celebrity, so no one will care to hear what I have to say. You do not have to already have a large following, but you do need to know who you are targeting. There is something out there for everyone. I don't care what you're writing about. There is someone that wants to read it. And perhaps the second step in the writing process that I talk to my authors about is actually knowing your target audience. Who are you writing for? I deal with a lot of memoir self-help. And if you're just tuning in, my name is Ashley King, aka the Get It Done Queen. I am an author that promotes or write about promoting putting God first in your life, business, and relationship, as well as a consultant that helps people of faith tell their story by writing a book, speaking, and events. And so, once again, the second step that I talk to my authors about when I'm consulting them is your target market. Okay, so prime example, I mean, if you're writing a book about self-help, business, whatever the topic is, it could be about starting your first business, your first relationship, but the information and your delivery, your tone is going to vary if you're talking to a 12-year-old female versus a 42-year-old female. Their understanding of things vary, okay? So you have to know who you are targeting. If since once again, if I work with a lot of faith-based, and a lot of people are like, I want to help women. Okay, what women? Like, what about? Because Joyce Meyer's target audience is a little bit different from Juanita Bynum. Juanita Bynum is like an intercessor prayer warrior, and so she dives in depth about praying, coming to the altar, really giving thanks to God, knowing how to lay before Him, fasting, praying. You know, she really goes into depth about it. Versus Joyce Myers, I love her, but I feel like maybe she deals with, you know, some of the newer babes in Christ, some of the people who are just really, you know, finding who they are. Versus Juanita Bynum, she, like, if you reading Juanita Bynum, honey, you in the game, right? You speaking in tongues, you laying your hand on some people, healing, delivering, you interceding, all right? You understand prayer and fasting. So you really need to know who your target audience is. So don't worry about it if you don't have a large following, none of that nature, but you need to know who your target audience is to see if that audience is large enough to even write your book. Don't get it twisted. Just because this is your memoir or a book about yourself, people don't care. People don't care about you. They care about your story and how it's going to help them. So once again, don't get it twisted. It is your memoir, but no one cares about your life. I mean, unless you are Oprah or an actual celebrity, no one cares about your life. They care how your story is going to impact them. Whether that's transitioning them mentally, emotionally, spiritually, they want to know how your book is going to impact them. Why should they read about your story? How is your story going to transform or improve their life? So just because you're writing your memoir, always think about your target audience and have them in mind. Okay? And last but not least, one of the third misconceptions that first-time authors have that holds them back from publishing their book is, I'm too afraid of what people are going to think about me. People have opinions about Beyonce, about TD Jakes, about the president. People have opinions, so get over it. It does not matter. What opinions people have about them is what you hold true to yourself. And I know this is true because my very first book, after I published it and made sales to my family and friends, that was it for me. Like, I was too afraid to put myself out there because of the information that I had in my book. It was my story, my life, and it was very vulnerable to put myself out there and wonder what people would think about me. Thinking about, you know, how was I here? It was a struggle to be celibate, honey. I was drinking, smoking, all of that, and people don't know that side of me. So for the 3 years after publishing my very first book, I didn't market it because I was too afraid. But deep down inside of me, I knew that there were other women, other college students, other people that needed to hear my message. Because guess what? I wrote it for them. I knew who my target audience was, and I know that they needed to hear it. So I had to get over myself. And one, I guess, how I got over myself was actually, I took a leap of faith and attended a church event as a vendor. And while I was there, the first lady of the church came to my table and she was like, oh my gosh, you're the author of this book. I have a young lady who's reading this book and she says she really loves it. So she left my table. It went to go find this young lady and brought her back to me. And she just, explained to me how what she's going through, my life, impacted her and it has helped her. And I was like, you know what, Ashley, you done sat down in this book for 3 whole years. Ain't did a doggone thing. Imagine how many more people you could have reached if you would have got over yourself. So you have to realize that the book you're writing isn't for you. It's for your reader. They need to hear that what you've gone through or what they are going through, someone else has went through it and it's possible to survive. That you aren't broken, you aren't messed up, you are, you still here, you still living and thriving in Jesus' name. So get over yourself and don't worry about what people are thinking, because if you wrote it for your target audience and you know them as you've marketed them, you know that they need to hear your message. Alright, so if you're tuning in, once again, my name is Ashley King, aka the Get It Done Queen. I am an author that promotes or write about putting God first in your life, business, and relationships, as well as a consultant that helps people of faith tell their story by writing a book and maximizing their reach through speaking and events. If you're just now tuning in, we talked about 3 misconceptions that people have, or that first-time authors have when it comes to writing their book. Number 1 is that they are afraid that someone may steal the idea and want to know if they can copyright the idea. Number 2 is I'm not a celebrity, so no one would care to hear what I have to say. And 3, last but not least, I'm too afraid of what people are going to think about me. So those are the topics that we talked about today. If you are following me on social media, I am running a challenge right now, the Nehemiah 6 challenge. It is a challenge is a free challenge. Let me stress that, free. It is a free challenge to help you write your book in 52 days. And if you're wondering why it's called Nehemiah 6 Writer's Challenge, it's because actually I was reading Nehemiah 6 and the idea came. The prophet he had the idea to build a wall. And there were some other, false prophets or people coming to distract him from building a wall and just, tell lies on him. Hey, Nicole, welcome in. So there were people telling lies on him, but he blocked out all the distractions and really sought God, prayed to God, and he said, God, anoint my hand, give my hands power. And within 52 days, he built a wall. 52 days, he built the wall. So by reading that it really inspired me to do the Nehemiah 6 Writer's Challenge. So for 52 days, you have an email sent to you every day that's going to give you instructions how to write your book. And once again, this is a free challenge. If you are on, Instagram, if you click my bio, it is the second link. If you are on Facebook, it is the only link in this live. And if you're on YouTube, you can go to bit.ly/Nehemiah 6 challenge. Once again, that is bit.ly/Nehemiah, all lowercase, the number 6 in challenge. Once again, this is a free challenge to help you write your book in 52 days. It is very possible. People write and publish a book in 30 days. But I know with first-time authors, it can be quite challenging. So for each day, you get an email giving you instruction on how to write, publish, organize your ideas, your target audience, all of that for 52 days. Okay? Trying to think, any other questions anybody has that while we're on here? Any questions? Oh, excuse me, I'm blocking another camera. Alright, so once again, the Nehemiah 6 challenge is a free challenge for 52 days to help you write your book. If you're on Instagram, it is, click the link in my bio, the second link. Facebook is the only link in this video, and YouTube, once again, is bit.ly/Nehemiah, all lowercase, the number 6 challenge. And if you want to know more about me, you can go to my website, which is groomedforexcellency.com. Once again, groomedforexcellency.com. And if you would like a free discovery session to talk with me, you can go to bit.ly/discovery in 30, bit.ly/discovery in30. All right, guys. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. I definitely encourage you, if you ever had that desire to write a book, to go ahead and join the free challenge. Usually this is a paid challenge that I offer, but I want to help more people write their book. I want people to stop using excuses. So this is a free challenge for you to help write your book. Even if you don't complete it within the 52 days, you have all the emails there to go back and do the book in your own pace. So once again, Instagram link, second link in there. Click the link in my bio, second one. Facebook, only link in this video. YouTube, bit.ly/Nehemiah 6 challenge. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. If you are up there in Chicago, northern area, please stay warm, guys. It is definitely cold out there. Hey Gerald, thank you for tuning in. Hey Shaniqua Chappelle, thank you for tuning in. Alright guys, I am about to get off and get some work done.